everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Eagles going up against the Falcons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Wentz now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Wentz. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Ten yards still left on second down. And some room to run now. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. Hurts over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
On second down, here's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar from 8 yards out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves. Nearly lost the football, but kept it after the fumble, but now they face a third down.
Let's go!
Now Hundley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard Beasley from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Wentz to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, you know, he'd say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Did he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, eh.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punt. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. T.J. Yeldon punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Throwing, Hundley. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Fletcher Cox. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. This is away and a very good kick. Angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the... And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And he will find his man on the outside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Wentz now to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Corey Grant from 17 yards out. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman from 13 yards out. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 2nd and 10 here. Now Wentz. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going up top. Jones breaking from the... Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean. And Freeman lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Working from the gun, Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Wentz going to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3. And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. You like that, don't you? All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic? Yeah. I like that. Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast. What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found. Now Hundley. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game. Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll drop the throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now. Here's a give to Yeldon, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now. They'll go option on second down, right side. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Wentz. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Hundley. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Nash. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On second down, here's Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They give this one to their receiver, Watkins. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Time running out here on the play clock. They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll go option to the short side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Shotgun now for Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 14. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Let's go! Trans 38! Trans 38! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Trans 38! Ohio!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Barnett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Throw here out of the gun. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Halfback sent in motion. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They find some open field here. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.